North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Ray Ray, what up Spitz, 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Strouds, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Ray Ray, what up Spitz, 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Strouds, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Please check your speakers and make sure that they are working. I don't remember the real message, so I'm bullshitting. Anyway, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Saw Sports. I hope you guys are excited. We're going to have a great stream tonight. Give me just a second. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I got some DoorDash on the way, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's literally like around the corner from where they're picking up, and so it literally should have took 2-3 minutes, should have been here already. And for whatever reason, there's an unnecessary delay. So with that being said, let's kind of get the party started. I mean, because like I'm gonna get live, and then as soon as we go live, they're gonna like pull up. So I'm trying to track them. It's like they're a block away, but they don't seem to be moving, and they better not be on them if I'm going to have to whoop somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do it, but I'm going to have to do it. Who is this? I feel like this person delivered before. Anyway, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Saw Sports. If you're not familiar with Saw Sports is a Houston, Texas homer network. I mean, we're talking all sports, but mostly Houston. Oh, what the fuck is Stream Elements doing? I ain't invite you in here. So with that being said, and I'm tweaking the bot in the back, and every day this fucking bot is doing something different. So my apologies if the points ain't getting distributed, if some of the things aren't working as they should. So y'all know how we rock. Y'all know how we roll, right? This nigga done took a picture. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm trying to figure out what are y'all trying to. Anyway, they be trying to get you to double dash. I don't want no motherfucking double dash. Anywho, let's see what we got joining us before we get into it. Because I'm really like trying to stall out because I know these motherfuckers gonna pull up. Like as soon as they get going, they're gonna pull up, right? I ordered from somewhere close, hoping it would be quick. But then obviously not, right? And it'd be some shit like it'd be a block away, and then the motherfuckers would be in double dash. You should ask somebody else dash this shit, drive that shit like 15 miles away before they come bring you your shit. Anyway, shout out to Jabari, Arturo, Tay, what's the motherfucking deal? H-Time Tony, In the Life of Kobe, CC 335, what's the motherfucking deal? TD, what's the motherfucking deal? Chill Out, Josh McCarty, what's the motherfucking deal? Stream Elements, you're here. Well, you know, for whatever reason. But see, that's how I play them. See, this is my deal. I have a method, right? And this is my method. Might as well fucking pull up into it. This is my method. Okay? Yeah, this is my method. And they're like, it's watch. As soon as I look at this shit, they're gonna be right there. They're like literally a block. I'm like, they've been sitting at this position. Look, okay, yeah, you better start moving. This shit was supposed to be here 2 minutes ago. Like, I'm really questioning shit, right? See, I'm gonna give y'all a report when I get back how this shit rock. But anyway, we're gonna talk about a few things tonight. If you can see in the little thing over there, we got a few topics we're gonna discuss, a few things I want to get into. Lots of conversation been being had A lot of people want to talk about naming the Texans defense. People are talking about, is the Broncos defense better than the Texans? Talking about playoff positioning. Do you want to end up in the wild card? Do you want to end up winning the division? We're going to talk about honest. We're going to have a real honest conversation about C.J. Stroud, right? A real honest conversation about C.J. Stroud. But my method, though, when it comes to the DoorDash thing, is depending on however far away it is, however many miles away it is on the thing, that's the initial tip, right? And I do this as a person who used to dash frequently, right? So, and a lot of people just really unappreciative. They think just because they pick up your food, they should get a 20%, whatever. I do it by the miles. And depending on how you get there, you know what I'm saying? If it's some unnecessary tomfoolery going on, then I add more to the tip after I get the food. Depending on how you approach, if you got like a little attitude or whatever, whatnot, which I can tell you who has the most of the attitude anyway. Then I don't add anything extra. You just get tip for the miles. But if you know you proper and polite, and then got to add a little bit of extra something else to it. And really, I be showing too much love because like shit, I ain't used to get tips like that. But anyway, so we got plenty of things that we are going to discuss. We got plenty of things that we are going to talk about. Welcome to Sauce Center, 6 p.m. Sauce Center. That's what I'm start calling it. 6 p.m. Tune in to Sauce Center. And then everything else is just Sauce Sports special segments. After the stream, we're gonna end the stream at 7, right before 7. Spit's got a special video. I'm gonna drop the link in there. We're talking about the college playoffs, talking about all of the scenarios, everything that's going on, all the controversy that's happening with the college playoffs. I mean, like, I'm not understanding. Like, are you catching all the traffic? Is it trafficky? It might be trafficky right now. But man, look, I didn't watch all. I saw the clips of it, right? I saw the clips of it, and I'm gonna talk about. I might do a little special video. I need to do some pre-recordings for y'all. I'm gonna do some special things for y'all, because I'm pissed off at the bot, and I gotta do some work on it. I'm like looking at this motherfucker's right around the corner, so it's like I want to walk out, but I don't want to stop talking because then it's like I'm gonna be right there. They finna pull around the block. Okay, so this is what we finna do. They finna pull around the block. I want y'all to hold that for 2.5 minutes. Anything more than that, it's not my fault. But that's what we're going to get into. Let's get a Sauce Nation roll call, and I'm going to shout everybody out when I get back. Shout out your side with pride. If you are from the greater Houston area, go ahead and throw your side down there. If you're not from the greater Houston area, go ahead and wrote down whatever you represent. We'll show you some little bit of digital love wherever you may be, even if you're not in the U.S., whether your block, hood, avenue, street, cul-de-sac, however you like to describe the boulevard or whatever that you may live on. Give me a couple of minutes. I promise I'm going to be right back, and we'll see what's shaking. All right, so it was a little smoother than I thought, but I had to go back because he delivered the shit. He was actually going to the wrong spot, and I always does that. Shut up, Peanut, you greedy fuck. Anyway, and so I caught him and then had to go run back and give him the fucking pen. So let's get it going. All right, so a lot to talk about, a lot to get into, a lot to discuss, right? So we're talking about, let's get started to it. And I know TD said he don't want to have a conversation again. We're going to talk about it. Ain't work. That bitch is not, It is not cooperating. Like that whole, I'm in the back end talking to it right now. It's telling me it's working, but it needs to refresh. Like, bitch, you ain't working. You're not working. Don't lie to me, Drippy. But anyway, we'll get it all fixed. So, again, conversation number one. It's going to be a quick conversation. I don't think it's very difficult. Everybody wants to have a new conversation about naming this fucking defense. This defense ain't had a name all fucking year. Leave it the fuck alone. That Bulls on Parade. Dylan Sherrill, what's the motherfucking deal? That Bulls on Parade shit. Mr. G King, what's the motherfucking deal? Bulls on Parade is dead. Hurricane. Purple Drink, what's the motherfucking deal? Again, y'all know if I miss you, I ain't dish you. I'm trying to make sure I catch everybody. Kool-Aid High, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, so like I'm not with it. Just call that bitch the defense. Like you know how in college when a dominant team kind of they're like the Ohio State or the so-and-so university, right? That's what the fuck this shit needs to be. Oh, the rock and roll, my goodness. And that's what people trying to take, like, that era is dead. Like, once we switched up and actually started playing rap music in the fucking stadium, Peanut, I will stab you in the eye with a plastic fork if you don't stop being greedy. I ain't even ate nothing. I'm going to give you a fry. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, it don't. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, get off this name shit. Y'all haven't named it all year. Like, it ain't been a thing. But of all the names, fuck no to Bulls on Parade. Right? Fuck no to Bulls on Parade. We're not going back there. Once the culture shift happened, we changed. We're not with that no more. I see motherfuckers trying to make clips and bring out, go with it now, and all that other shit, and they all, I get you. Oh, shit. Don't eat that, Peanut. Don't fucking eat it. I get out too excited. I'm knocking shit over. Stay away, you mutt. But yeah, no, don't do that. That's dead. Like, We're not going, and this is from an OG Texans fan. I'm talking about day one in the stadium. We're not going back there. We're not. This ain't your uncle Texans. This ain't really this ain't my. Damn, Peanut ain't even that old. Peanut ain't made it a whole year yet. Peanut is about. He might be 9 months, something like that. Maybe 10. I don't know. No, about 9. He's about. Well, it's December. He's born in like March or something. Yeah, somewhere around 8, 9 months. I've been making that nigga way older than he was for longest because I can't count. Professor Trill, what's the motherfucking deal? He says a complimentary football from I 100% agree. And that's where we're getting to the next conversation. But my point on the defense, the naming of the defense, let's let them boys play. Let the play speak for itself, right? There's no reason to get all extra with it. Like, let the play speak for itself. And appreciate it. Now, like Andre, you asshole, I ain't even ate, nigga. I ain't ate all day, so y'all gotta forgive me. I want my food while it's hot. Just blame it on DoorDash for being late. But y'all need to appreciate what you're seeing, right? Y'all need to. Yeah, we ain't going back. We ain't going to Mondros in the first place. But leave that shit alone. Bulls on Parade. Like, this is a new generation. This is a new shift. Like, let's get some new names. Well, let's get away from that corny shit, right? I know a lot of us older folks, want to throw back to those days because that's, that was our initial prime of the Texans. Fuck all that. This is a new thing. This is a new generation. Appreciate it. But this is history, what you're watching. I don't know if you guys realize that. Sometimes it takes, you don't realize what you're in real time when you're doing that. We're in the middle of history, right? Because at first it was just us as Texans fans, mainly more in the Sauce Discord or wherever else, because I hadn't, has been as active as I intended to. But you see why all these glitches I got with the bot. I think you have to understand this is fucking history being made. I know people say the best defense, like you said, since the 09 Jets, and I respect that. But I think that this defense is even better. And hear me out. And you say, we can talk about steel curtain, we can talk about all these things, and just hear me out, right? Because you're going to say, Hunter, you're speaking football blasphemy. I know you're a Texans fan, but you're talking crazy. Would you agree with me if I told you in 2025, it's harder to play defense, clean defense, it's harder to play clean defense in 2025 than it was in 09? Would you say I was right or wrong? 0 if you think I'm wrong, 1 if you would say I was right. right? I mean, because that's what you got to realize. They're doing this. They're doing this in a day and age where you can barely breathe on a motherfucker, right? You can barely breathe on. Peanut, I know you agree with me, nigga. Get a fry. Get out. Get out. That's why I don't like letting you in when I'm streaming. I be in the middle of a good point, and then you want some attention. Get out. Oh, fly. Fuck. My aim is terrible. I threw them two of them. They both went under the fucking door. All right, that'll keep them busy. But so we're in a day and age. So now, and I would say now, and you would say it's harder to play defense on 09 than it was in '85, right? In '85, I think you could legally stab people. I think you could carry a pocket knife of less than 3 inches and stab people, and it still was considered a valid tackle. Like that's the kind of football you was playing in '85 and before. So you could get away with a lot of shit. We're talking about, according to the modern rules of NFL football, what these guys are doing is unheard of. It's immaculate. It's great. Shut up, nigga. I hit the TV. My bad. That's why I ain't play quarter. That's why I play defense, niggas. I've got a terrible aim. El Lobo, what's the motherfucking deal? Jers, what's the motherfucking deal? But it's harder to play, and these guys are playing clean football for the most part. Let me think about it. Like, let me tell y'all don't understand how big and how huge that Jalen Petrie hit was, and we're gonna get into some more conversation right after this. This is something I've been thinking about. When right, you niggas was coked up, which is one thing, and possibly cracked up, which is a whole nother thing, and then would go out and play. I just posted something. As a matter of fact, Quentin Jammer was talking about how he played, I think, in 11. I think he said, was he that on? That he played like 8 games fucking drunk, like shit-faced wasted. Like, this is crazy shit. You see these motherfuckers come out and admit all kind of shit. Like, yeah, I knew that nigga was on drugs. But straight up. Like, no bullshit. Like, I motherfucker Joe, I guarantee we go back and look at 85. There's some footage of some niggas sitting on the sideline, smoking cigarettes, having drink. Like, I'm pretty sure Namath like lit up a Joe on the sideline somewhere in the history. Like, anyway. But then all bullshit aside, what they're doing now, they're playing clean, quality. I mean, just it's beautiful football, and it's not finesse football. They're laying people out, and it's clean. But what I was saying is that, when is the last time you've seen the NFL officially promote a hit? Right? Like, and I mean a nasty hit. Like, you haven't seen it since they used to sell the VHS tapes of the biggest hits in the NFL that year. They don't do that shit anymore. But ever since the CTE shit, ever since all that, they don't show hits. It's all finesse football. It's all big runs. It's all somebody getting shook out their draws. It's all peanut shut the fuck up. It's all, big passes or, escaping the pocket, something like that. They don't show hits anymore. That Jalen Petrie hit has been a highlight on the official NFL websites, on their social medias, everywhere, right? They do not promote hits anymore. That tells you how clean and how beautiful what the Houston Texans are doing defensively is, right? That's point number one. Okay. So let's talk about it. Pardon me. This is good. I ain't gonna tell you I'm on those spots. It's already busy as fuck. After I tell you I'm a place, shit start going up. I can barely find my liquor no more. I be telling y'all about shit. So don't ask me where I'm getting my shit right here in front of my damn face. My snacks for. Right? Exactly. Like, you could get away with so much shit. You can get away with so much shit back then that you can't get away now. So that's why you have to appreciate it. I want to talk about the secondary for a second, right? I want to talk about how good this secondary is, and as long as there's no unforeseen attitude issues, health issues, contract disputes, how young and good this core is. And the Texans could keep them around for a while, because eventually you're going to have to pay these motherfuckers. And you're going to have to pay them a lot of money. So we need to appreciate what you're saying right now, because this is, I would almost say, unprecedented, right? Because again, this is the day and age of football where you know what I'm saying, you who was it? And you look at them motherfuckers, like literally fall. You breathe up on them. They literally throwing flags. Like, and you went and kept two of the greats, two future Hall of Famers. You made them look abysmal. You made Allen look like trash. You made Patrick Mahomes look like trash. You put up 3. And Spitz made a good point. We were talking to the thing yesterday. It was like, even though Patrick ended with like 160, it really wasn't that because of that last play at the big chunk yard. All right. They made fucking Patrick Mahomes look like Tom Savage. But anyway, this young core of guys, I've been telling y'all Kamari is my favorite, right? Kamari just, because of the demeanor, the attitude, who was it they was on? They was asking who would be the first off the bus if it was who was the intimidator. Like, shit, me. Like, that's the attitude you want. Like, that's that controlled chaos, that killer is what we've been needing for a long time. Like, we've had some loose nuts, but they became more of a liability than a benefit. This guy right here, though, it's control. I love it. I fucking love it. I'm gonna pull something up, right? I'm gonna pull something up. We're gonna have a conversation because I'm gonna show you the 3 teams that are relevant in the AFC South, which is the Texans and them 2 other fuck teams. The Colts, which I don't really think are relevant anymore, but we're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna talk about the Jags, right? And we're gonna talk about where I think all 3 of us end up. And of course, this is the sauce. I want to know your opinion. I'm gonna list them, and I want you to. I should have did this beforehand. I want you to put the 3 records that you think these 3 teams are gonna have in order. Once I display it, you see. Peanut, go get that shit. And you see what I'm talking about. Because I believe, and this is a part of the kind of segue into that conversation where we're talking about, do you want to win the division or do you want to, go in as a wild card? And that's kind of a conversation we've been having quite frequently in the Discord about how do you want to enter that, right? Again, you come in, you win the division, you have the opportunity to have some home field advantage. I think things can play out. There is a way somebody said that you could play out to where you basically would have home field up to the Super Bowl if things fell in accordingly, right? But then, to me, the Houston thing to do, like, the Rockets way at least, the Houston thing to do is always take the hard road to success so nobody can doubt you, right? Do it the way nobody else has ever done it. I wouldn't trip. I'm talking to you. You're very rude. I wouldn't trip. If we do go in a while, because again, we've won many a division, and the success hasn't boded well. But I'm gonna give you 2 reasons for both of these arguments why I could see either way, and I want to know what you guys think is the path, right? And I kind of think I know where most people are gonna lean. One, you want to be able to go to the game when it's at the house, but 2, when you're on the road, you got to think about it, especially for this offense. You need every favorable outcome that you can. Big Byron was the motherfucking deal. You need every favorable every favorable opportunity that you can for this offense because, and if you disagree with me, just please state in the chat. But I think this isn't a statement that everybody is kind of unified on. Is we have no qualms, no issues about our defense facing anybody. Our defense can stop anybody, virtually anybody, in the sense of the modern day NFL, right? But in the modern day, you're going to get a little something. But the question is our offense and the way it's been playing. And don't get me wrong, right? In my conversation, we were having a conversation last night. We were talking about CJ. Like I'm not out on CJ. I'm not out on CJ. So let's not take it that way. I just feel like something's lacking, something's missing, and I believe it's a confidence thing. I'm gonna tell you why I believe it's a confidence thing. And I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's Kaylee and it's play calling." Yeah, to an extent, right? There's play calling issues, but there's also some execution issues. And I think a lot of the rhetoric that has been falling on CJ is because that we haven't seen rookie CJ. Like, and it seems like there's a slight regression, right? And there's factors that go into all of this, and the reason that all of these things have happened. Like you said, you have a new OC. Why you don't go get a veteran OC versus a rookie, a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, again, who's basically an experiment, right? You know what I'm saying? It's basically an experiment. I'm gonna say exactly what I said last night. I'm not shying away from it. I'm just giving everybody context to what I said. All right. And so, because again, when you have an OC who's a new guy, Peanut, you can't bark at the fries under the door. They're not gonna come from. They're not gonna walk to you. Anyway, if you have a guy, it's an experiment. That whole first season, everything you're doing is an experiment because he doesn't know what works for him. He doesn't know, he doesn't have go-to call. He doesn't have that set up yet. So it's an experiment. So you're playing, kind of wasting this. God damn it. So you're playing and you're wasting time because again you're getting acclimated. You're learning this position because it's new to you, right? When you're in a new position that you've never been in before, you got to learn it. I mean, you can have somebody give you advice, they can tell you things, but you have to learn certain things for yourself, right? So what I said last night, we were having a conversation. We were talking about hypotheticals. We were speaking on different things, and me and TD specifically. And he was listening, were there certain quarterbacks that I would take if the opportunity came right now, right? Is there a quarterback? They said, hey, Texans, you can run the rest of this route of the playoffs with any quarterback in the league. Is there another quarterback that you would be confident in taking right now over CJ? And the context was in this year's season performance, right? Because there's ups and downs, right? There's guys that are playing better right now than CJ is this year that have played worse than CJ in other years, right? So my context was, yeah, I would take Josh Allen easily. That's not even a second thought about it. I'd take Dak. I said that, and that was the big argument. The way Dak Prescott is playing right now, turn off your Texans fan hat, just put on your football fan hat. Burrow as well. Like, there's at least 5, right? And I know it sounds fucked up because I'm riding with the nigga I came with. I'm not off the train, but to say that there aren't 5, maybe 6 or more quarterbacks that are currently playing better, right? That are currently playing better than CJ's playing, right? I don't think it's outrageous to say that. We mentioned running backs and other things, but primarily quarterbacks. We're talking about this. And I'm not out on CJ, but I think that if you ask CJ if he felt like this was his best performance, he's putting his best out, I don't think that he would disagree. Right? If you're a competitor, I don't think that he would disagree, regardless of all the excuses we can make. Right? And so I don't see, and that's my whole thing, right? It's a situation where my disappointment is because I know he has more. I know he has star potential. I know that he has the ability to be the face of the. I mean, he was almost there in his rookie, and it's just like something's missing. And I'm gonna tell you what I think is missing. We talked about this in the Discord last night, but I think something changed. If you agree, drop a 1. If you disagree, drop a 0. But let me tell you what changed first before you do that. I believe that injury to Tank Dell, and the one where he was crying, he was kind of pouring tears and things like that. And I understand why he was. Like, I'm not faulting on him. I'm not faulting him for crying. I'm not faulting him for caring. But he also has to know the weight of the responsibility that you bear, right? Because I think that he felt a certain way then. I think he realized, like, we would love the game, right? We love the game, and we know it's entertainment and all that stuff. Y'all back eating. Hey, Spitz, I sent you a thing on the whatchamacallit. I'm gonna still do that other thing at the end, but if you can fix that other setting, I'll still change it while we're in the stream. But my thing is, it's like something about that has changed the way he makes decisions. Right? It started the way that it's like if it's not open, there's a hesitancy. Like, I don't know if he's thinking about, getting these guys injured again. That you're talking about this is how these guys make a living. You're talking about these guys' careers. You're talking about paychecks. You're talking about the future. You're talking about a lot of stuff, right? Right. So it's just like, it's the delivery. Something just seems off. His decisiveness seems off. Like, you've seen a lot of overthrows this year that he wasn't making. And again, I know that there was I believe a situation early on where he was kind of, had to sit out a little bit, had a little bit of injury. I don't know if that's a bigger impact. I think it's a mental thing. Brickford, what's the motherfucking deal? Right? And again, let's take into account, yes, that line was very suspect early on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Tux, man. It's good to see you. Herbert or May? That was the question about May came up. And if we're keeping it in context, this season only, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it because then y'all gonna be clipping the shit. Talking about that dude Hunter said fuck CJ. He said Drake May over CJ. So I ain't gonna say that. But statistically, the numbers look like. I'm gonna stomp your ass. Y'all got to pardon me, I'm hungry, man. Statistically, I don't know, right? Because let's be honest, like the numbers, you see they play with 9 games. The numbers, 9, 10 games, something like that. Number what, 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. The numbers aren't gaudy. And, it's just, it's concerning, right? Because the numbers aren't, he's not playing to the point where the Texans can afford a turnover. The Texans can afford the points are at a premium is basically, right? Right, I know the Patriots ain't played nobody. I mean, I get it. And that's why I keep Talib talking shit, that bitch ass nigga. Let me tell y'all something, y'all got to take athletes for what they are. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. But that bitch ass nigga, sit here and say that the Texans will go to the playoffs as a wild card and get outed by the Patriots in the first round. Like, this is why I say, right? This is why I say you got to appreciate people for what you appreciate them for, right? Just them niggas was on the field, don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say they don't know what they're saying. Like, of course, you'd have a sustainable career. But you got to understand, bias is a motherfucker. Like, half the time I'm up here talking, there's going to be implicit bias in what I'm saying, right? Because, of course, I'm a fucking Texans fan. I want to see the Texans win. I want to see them. But that motherfucker over there talking about we going to get – like, that's how you know niggas some real homers. Who's the other nigga for the Broncos talking about, yeah, their defense is good right now, but we've been the best defense. Sorry, the other retired nigga. I can't remember who the fuck it was. I'm like, y'all are talking crazy, bro. Like, y'all have never played on a defense this good. Who gives a fuck about your opinions, right? The Broncos have given up more points to all the mutual opponents that we played, right? I want to say, I think I saw something somewhere that said that even though we played the Colts like twice, they gave up more points in the one time playing them than not the Colts, I'm sorry. Who have we played twice? The Jags? I think it's the Jags we played twice. Yeah, I got a bad memory. That they gave up fewer points in the time that they played them. Like, how, at what point, in what metric, in what way do you look at the Broncos play and then you look at the Texans play and even really see a comparable defense? I mean, it's the Texans are miles better, than the Broncos. The Broncos have had some favorable outcomes. They talking about, we beat them straight up. We beat CJ. You didn't beat CJ. Like, that's how I know these niggas just talking crazy. You didn't beat CJ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are talking crazy. Now, respectfully, and I understand what you're saying about play calls. I understand what you're saying about run game. What I'm specifically mentioning about CJ is the way he plays, right? It just does not seem that I don't know. I forgot how I worded it last night. But again, it just doesn't seem like the CJ we know. Like, he's not taking certain risks. Again, now, he made some special throws when the pressure was on, like when it was on the line. But it just I don't know. It's something about him that I'm concerned about. I don't think that it's a situation. I don't think it's a situation where I'm worried. Like, I think it's going to be long. It's a this season thing, right? It's a this season thing. Like, something about it is is concerning because my deal is this, right? And it was a good conversation. Somebody mentioned that Tom Brady kind of went through that. They mentioned somebody else who kind of went through that early on, being carried by your defense in the playoffs to winning Super Bowls. But he's kind of been, it did. That's what I'm saying. It's timid. It's timid. Like if the play ain't money, it's like there's hesitation. Like he's it's something. But I think it's something that can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I want him gone or fuck CJ. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a play that sustained the game, right? It was a critical play of the game. It was a very important play in the game. It was the offensive play of the game. I should say that, right? But I said my concern is like, again, you're being carried by this defense. This season, if you put, my statement was, what is our record right now? If this defense is not, we're talking about a historically great defense right now, right? If this defense was playing like Texan defenses of old last year or even a year prior, do you think we're winning some of the games that we're winning? We're closing out some of the games that we've closed out. Like, I mean, I don't know how long some of you guys have been Texans fans, but the way that some of these games have ended this season are unlike anything that we've had before. You know what I mean? Like, and so this defense is carrying a lot of heavy weight, but how much can you carry? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you're a guy that can be the face of the franchise, the guy that can be, and it's just, I don't know, it just seems pedestrian. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's I don't know. I want him to get the shot. I guess that's why I'm frustrated because I want to see CJ get the shot. I was calling him light skinned CJ. I was saying and he was dishing it like light skinned CJ early on, and then something happened. Something happened, right? Because you and Nico was eating early, and you end up with like a little over 200 yards. Like something, it's something. Like I said, I don't know if he doesn't trust the playbook. I don't know if the confidence. And the question was brought up about, I believe them mentioning that he had domain over the ability to, check out the play calls. And it was mentioned that nobody's been seeing that. So I think it's one of two things, right? It's one of two options. Either you're not confident in your decision to check out, or they've taken that responsibility away. You know what I mean? But yeah, and that's kind of my thing too. Shout out to 15. So we're like, that's what I'm saying too. And it's like, as great as the defense is, there's only so much power they have on the field, right? It's not like they can score, but it's going to be a highly unlikely. And with this defense, the possibility of scoring, putting you in great scoring position is good. But we've seen multiple times that this defense has put this offensive in great scoring position, and they might come away with 3. You put them damn near in the red zone, they might come away with 3. They might not come away with nothing, right? And so, man, he better not. That's the look. There's only one Brady, and that's Tom Brady. I hate unretired Tom Brady. Retired Tom Brady is like one of the coolest guys in the world. Mitch, what's the motherfucking deal? Retired Tom Brady is like one of the coolest motherfuckers in the world. But unretired Tom Brady, fuck that nigga. You know him? He's fired it terrible. But but that's my deal. Like it's something because I know there's greatness in CJ. And my concern is like something is dampening it. Is there something else going on? You know what I mean? It's just like it's something that's Chris Jones was giving his due. You know, unlike Kansas City fans, we can be respectful, we can be realistic. Them niggas was crying, bro. Them niggas was crying. Like, I've seen some of the most hoe ass shit. Like I thought Jags fans were the biggest bitches. Like Kansas City fans who've been getting bailed out for the last fucking decade or so. Like these niggas might be the biggest bitch of a fan base I've ever seen. Like, motherfuckers, man, they showing fucking pictures from the, like, niggas posting up the Tank Dell knee injury and showing, like, all that shit, showing, like, a picture of, what's the name, like, these niggas is some hoes, right? That's why Patrick Mahomes' old lady cheats on him. And she don't like that nigga nappy hair either, shit, you know? So, anyway, there's just like a bitch-ass fan, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever really seen a Chiefs fan in real life. Like, for all this bandwagoning and all this weird ass shit, I've never seen one in real life. I've never seen a real Chiefs fan. They're all AI. They're all bots and internet AI. Them motherfuckers are fucking weird. You say 4-9 if this was an okay, good defense. Yeah, and I agree. And so, like, but that's a lot of pressure, right? That's a lot of pressure. Exactly. Like something happened. And I'm knock on all the wood, right? I feel like if something was to happen and this team was to ever get into a 2-score deficit, right? My confidence is out the window. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm gonna be honest with I just don't feel like with whatever's going on the offensive side, they need to have a come to Jesus meeting. They need to have a players only meeting or whatever it is, right? They gotta get it together. If it's something coach got going on they don't like, they need to talk to that nigga. Like, because we can't be putting all of this pressure. Like I know the defense loves it. They thrive on it, right? But you also have to feel like, God damn, nigga, we just got y'all a turnover. Y'all went 3 and out. We back on the field. You know what I'm saying? We just ended a long drive, a 12, 13 play drive, maybe ended 3 points, right? Y'all just got a 3 and out. We going back out? Like, nigga, we're tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're tired. Like, and I don't feel like that game has happened. I don't think he hasn't had more than 2 TD game, has he? Like that. You need that. You got to, like, if you're going to be one of them, you got to at least have one a season, throw you a 4-5 or somewhere up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them games, like this nigga was dotting I's and crossing his T's, but it's just, it hasn't happened. Right. But I feel you with that, but the O-line has gotten better. Right. The O-line has gotten better. He saw how, the master manipulator, Mr. Magic Mills, was out there, willing and dealing. You got to sit down and say, Mills, I need you to teach me. You know what I'm saying? I need you to coach me. I need you to teach me the way of the Mills. All bullshit to the side. But I've seen him doing a lot more rolling out. The booting is interesting, right? I'm saying? Like I see the boot is still interesting. Again, I kind of made a joke about the bringing back the Kubiak. Bringing back the Kubiak with the with the defense that we have. And so it's just, I don't know what it's going to take. I need him to get it right, though, because I want to see CJ. So I want CJ to be the quarterback of the future for the Texans. I don't want to play the guessing game. I don't want to play the carousel. And let's be honest, even if it's not good and it's a continued decline, there's no good options coming for a while. What do you do, right? Like, what do you do? Because I don't think anybody really wants to, niggas, this around the time motherfuckers want to start talking about contracts and extensions and things like that. Rookie year, absolutely. If this guy was giving you what he gave you every rookie year, and you sign him, extend him early, whatever. But right now, how do you feel about that? Like, of course you're gonna pick up the 5th, but it's like, how do you feel about that? And then, I agree, the better run game and those things. And again, the mixing kerfluffle is real questionable. And shout out to Spitz, because he gave me some game I was asking because I didn't know how it worked. And I just got this little inkling of a Disney story hope, this little twinkle in my eye that somehow, some way, what's the name, can be activated off the pup list. Give him a couple of weeks to try to get back and play. But I know it's such a big ask because you're not only asking somebody to come back and be healthy, but to be in the football shape, right? And you're talking about at the end of the playoffs when a lot of stuff is just going on. But I don't know. I'd feel a little bit better if even if y'all lied to his nigga, they ain't even getting the game. I just feel better knowing his name was on the roster. But it's just that it's just simply, like I say, it's a situation where we need it. That it needs an injection of something, right? It needs a little injection of something. And like I said, talking about that line, come on, man. If you've been watching the last couple, the line has been, now look, Chris Jones, right? You got to give credit where credit is due. But aside from that, man, the line has had some monster plays. Them motherfuckers blocking their ass off. It's just and so as a quarterback, you go back, you watch film, you're seeing this, you're seeing the improvement. You can't beat. You're gonna have to. The guts and the glory go to the quarterback when you win. Except for this season with the Texans, because of what's going on, 9 times out of 10, the quarterback gets all the credit, right? Just, you threw a touchdown or 2, you get to win, whatever. CJ ain't been getting no credit this year. Right? We've given Davis Mills more credit for wins than CJ. Let me tell you this. Let's do this. I'm going to ask a question. I have no idea what the answer is going to be. I'm going to ask you guys. I need y'all to give me 2 responses, okay? I need y'all to give me 2 responses. This year, what was Davis Mills' signature play and what was CJ Stroud's signature play up until this point this year? What would you say is that play for each one of them? I'm going to walk off screen. I'm going to eat the rest of this piece of fish. And then when I come back, I need to see it. All right, I'm back. I'm still eating the fish. Fuck it. Right? Right? Exactly. Now, and I'm just pointing things out because I do believe, I'm going to kick your fucking ass. I believe CJ Stroud should be far superior to any performance that you're seeing from Davis Mills, right? And that's all I'm saying. But when we get to a point where I feel like you're making some of these comparisons, my nigga, I'm finna kick you out, my boy. Fuck you. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, no, I don't know where Scotty is. That's Peanut. Scotty retired a long time ago. As far as I'm concerned. Scotty don't fucking Scotty ain't making no noise. Scotty ain't never make noise. Peanut don't shut the fuck up. This fat fuck don't need no bone. Let me give him a fry. But yeah, and so I'm looking at him just like, damn, Davis Mills delivered you a game winner, right? A game-winning play. CJ Stroud's best play was a game kind of sustaining play. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you want that game winning. You want that, like, you want to see those superstar moments from your star quarterback, right? That's what you want. That's what you're asking for. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that counts. But ultimately, here's the thing. Who's that? Keep it 100, Brando. No shit. Like, everybody knows that. We know that he's trash. But when Davis Mills' average performances are about the same as CJ's statistically, what is that saying about CJ? That's the point of this conversation, right? That's what we're talking about. Catch up with us. And so this is why I say I'm concerned, because there's been a noticeable decline. Like, regardless if you're talking about play calling, you think Kaylee just swapped it up special for Davis Mills and he's calling plays for Davis Mills that he's not calling for CJ? If that's the case, why would he do that? Does somebody have a better grasp of the offense than somebody else? Like, so all I'm saying is just that, there's concern on the little things. Like, I don't think CJ's not capable, but those S2 scores or Wonderlicks or whatever, those conversations come up. Things come up. That's not far and in between. The game's staying dry. Mills' best play was a touchdown. The best play that y'all saying CJ had this year was a drive sustaining play. Right? And this is what I'm saying. Again, it was 15. Mills ran with like a 15-yarder on foot. Okay. And again, good for Davis Mills. I hope that Davis Mills draws enough attraction. Y'all got to understand, like, part of this, like, don't tell nobody. Nobody watching. No, part of this is a hype job. We got to get Davis Mills traded for like a second rounder this season, this offseason, because there's some quarterback hungry teams out there who are desperate. So if y'all dumb niggas would shut the fuck up and quit talking down on Davis Mills, we can get some more assets for the goddamn team. Do y'all not understand? Anyway, like I was saying, Davis Mills has carried. I mean, he did a lot. So but that's the truth though. We are here because of Davis Mills. Because again, this defense ain't that good. Them 3 games that you're out, you might as well count those as losses, right? Davis didn't win those. He's kept us in the game. He did what he's supposed to, be a game manager, right? Make sure I got to keep a track on the time. I told y'all immediately after this, I got 2 more little things I want to talk about real quick. But immediately after this, we're going to be dropping a premiere on Spitz Channel. He's doing the college playoff preview. He's going to tell y'all what to be watching for. He's going to talk about the matchups, controversy, everything that's going on. So make sure y'all tune into that. But I'm going to drop that in the link before we get about it. So don't y'all go nowhere. Don't be like, y'all got more content. So just sit y'all asses in there and, we're going to drop the link. But what else I said I want to touch on? We talked about the season end prediction. Kind of getting back to the wild card of division real quick. Now, of course, you want the division. You want to be able to say we want to. It's two things, right? It's two things. Why I would want to win the division and go that route? Because, again, we need every favor that we can get for this offense because, again, we've seen that it's putrid. It's not good, right? And we can blame it on play calling, but there's plenty of opportunities within the play calls that you see plays that it's just poor execution, right? And it's consistent. It's like, what did he do? What, 220 yards or 208 yards last game? You had Nico damn near had a bill something in the first half, something like that. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like something's off. Something's not adding up. You know what I mean? But again, here we are. So the reason why I would want to go again win the division, home field, or the opportunity for home field advantage, right? And that also boosts up the defense because all the noise making the crowd at home, they chime in, they make it difficult on the other team's opposing offense. Then, and again, but we go somewhere else and that happens to our offense that's already bad, offense that's already struggling, offense that's already having issues, offense that's having a lot of delay of games and things like that. And we've been bailed out on a couple of them, right? Like, to me, when you keep getting that long, you keep getting delayed, that sounds more like that's a communication issue to me, right? And that's why I say there's a lot of little shit that's very fucking concerning. It's not the bad play call. I'm talking about his actual execution on plays, right? Like when he's actually making throws or attempting to make throws, overthrowing motherfuckers, and you see, like I say, on that play where he made that play in the last game, fucking it was in a window, and I keep talking about how beautiful of a window of a throw that was, but then you see him missing motherfuckers by a mile. Like the inconsistency, right? That's not a Kaylee thing. I can't put that on. I can't put that on. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the delay of game it's crazy, and it's been multiple. It's been many where it's close to it. It's something like I say we've been bailed out of. And this offense ain't ready for the road. But to me, the most Houston thing in the world to be, a la Rockets, is to go on the road, not have any kind of home field advantage, and beat the shit out of everybody who got in your fucking way. And that way, can't nobody put an asterisk on your shit. Can't nobody put well, if they would have, no. We came in your house, nigga. We kicked your fucking door in. We sat on your fucking couch. We farted. You know what I'm saying? We went in your kitchen. We opened up your fridge, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We ate all the snacks. We ate all the kitty snacks, nigga. We ate the gushers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We left a mess. We ain't even throw that shit in the trash, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? We fucking left dishes in the sink, disrespected your house, and then when we left, we threw a rock through the window. Like real disrespectful type shit. But on some bullshit, like, no, we got to go in and we got to go be bullies. You know what I'm saying? We really got to go. And I think that would be the greatest story ever told, nigga. Like Houston gets their first one. We ain't talking about that Oiler, love you blue. Like, and once we get this bitch, let's retire the Oilers. Like, please, no more Bulls on parade. When the Texans make their run and they really do when the Texans get their first one, even if it's not this year and, everything else that's going on. Like, I don't like, I'm not super big on hypotheticals, but can we retire the Oilers jersey when the Texans get one? Because the Oilers never got one. When the Texans get one, can we please retire the Oilers jerseys? Right? Like, can we please do that? Because there's no reason to talk about them motherfuckers no more, right? Like, there's no reason to discuss them anymore. The Titans have violated that shit. Like, nigga, we don't want that bitch back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you having like the baddest broad in school, and then, y'all split up. She go to another school, you find out she didn't got whored around, and she's trashy now, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, she still kind of look good, but you like, you know what I'm saying? What's been going on. That's what's happening with the fucking, that's the shit that's happening with the motherfucker. Don't wreck the truck, man. That's the shit that's happening with the goddamn Titans colors now, man. That shit is slutty. That shit been ran through like a old hoe, nigga. Like, yeah, that's the color. You picking that shit up off this and that. Them colors are done, son. Like, and I get it. We love it. We love it. We always had an old memory. Remember what she was before she came what she is. You know what I'm talking about? Man, them colors, those are slut colors now. We don't want that shit. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? But let's retire that shit. And let's get on some new shit. When the Texans get theirs, we are officially retiring the Oilers colors. We don't need that shit no more, right? Like, You don't want to be considered. Look at the Titans right now. That's y'all want that shit for them. That y'all want them trashy horror colors from a losing ass team, the only team in the division. The Titans make the division look trash. Like, we got 3 motherfuckers in contention for playoff spots, right? 3 motherfuckers fighting for the fucking lead in the division. And the Titans. Remember when y'all were mad at me and I told y'all that Will Levi's, and I know it's Levis, I call him Levi's, I called him Buddy Lee because Levi's, he was knockoff Levi's. But remember I told y'all Buddy Lee was trash? But y'all was like, that motherfucker slang it. That motherfucker, so he can slang his ass right to a fucking out of the league. I don't even know if he's a backup somewhere. That motherfucker was trash, bro. Yeah, that nigga could gun that hoe. But my thing is, swole quarterbacks are never good, right? Like like motherfuckers who are muscular ass quarterbacks, they're not good. They never, like, they don't have something they're missing. Maybe their muscles be too tight when they try to sling that bitch or something. But nah, they're never good. They're never really good. Tebow, not good. I don't think, what's his name? Even Bo Nix, he kind of wanted, he's not good. Cam Newton was a prototype, and he's a fucking bitch. Like, Cam Newton is one of them niggas, when we talk about athletes, I don't want to hear Cam Newton's opinion on shit about fucking life. Not even football. I only play. Don't even talk about the game. Like, I can't stand Cam Newton. Right, like to the niggas wrong about everything, and like I'm mad that I'm mad Stephen A. gave this nigga a platform. Like this nigga, no, bro. Y'all got me fired up. I can't stand Cam Newton, bro. Like y'all get me fired. Like I really don't like. It's certain motherfuckers I despise. Like I despise Cam Newton having a podcast. Like. And I tried to give him a chance earlier. This nigga just says the dumbest shit. And then after he had Charleston White on and Charleston White waxed him, it was just like, nigga, don't talk anymore. You let the lesbian fucking doctor relationship chick come on and punk you. You a little boy. Like, come on. Shannon did the same shit. He let the bitch come in. Look, y'all about to have me start talking like this is the den. We gonna go live in the den this week. What's today? Tuesday. Man, we gonna go live in the den tomorrow. I'm gonna finish fixing the rest of this shit. We're gonna start getting prepared. I'm gonna put the link on. Let me see if the other thing. Let me put that link there. If not, I'm gonna post it in the thing. But yeah, see, y'all done got me where. See, y'all know how to fucking get me off track, right? Yeah, the bitch bitch be big dyking. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a whole nother kind. Like niggas be, hey, y'all taking y'all be listening to these bitches give you relationship advice. The bitches don't even like niggas, all right? And then the bitches be doing the same shit they be telling y'all not to be doing. Like, come on, man. Anyway. Let me drop the link. Hold on. You're a greedy ass dog. You are greedy. Right? That's my whole thing with CJ. Right? That's my whole thing with CJ. Is you can't sit here and honestly say, regardless of play calling, regardless of everything else that's going around, that you feel like CJ right now is a better quarterback than he was his rookie year, right? And that's the problem. Because, like someone mentioned to me earlier, there's a guy, I don't know if y'all remember, we're going to see who Real Sauce Nation. Now, who told me, the person who said it, don't say nothing, because you know exactly where I'm going with it. But there used to be a guy on this team that I used to champion for. That's why I had to stop rooting for you light-skinned niggas. That I used to champion for, that I would hope would get better, showed flashes, showed potential. And turned out, he was not that good. Just did not play out. Probably one of the Texans' worst picks, right? Right? And I'm just hoping that this ain't one of them situations because you're watching, and you're seeing a decline, but you're like, oh, it's just a hump, it's just a deal. And then you look back 2 or 3 years later and like, damn, that nigga never got better. You know, damn, this nigga's Mark Sanchez. Yeah, it's Kevin Johnson. Okay. But yeah. Wherever the fuck that nigga, I heard that nigga was working at Costco or something. You know what I'm saying? Where's his sister at? Anyway, so all I'm saying is this. Let's get ready. I'm going to drop this link. This bitch is about to drop the premiere. All right? So, okay. So let's do this. again, so make sure you're following all the proper social media. Sauce Sports HTX on Instagram and Twitter. Sauce Sports on Kick. Sauce Sports TV on Twitch. Make sure you follow them on Twitch and Kick. I've been telling y'all that. And then when we start dropping that live shit on Twitch and Kick and y'all miss out on it, I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing. All right, so real quick, drop this, and what we're gonna do is we just pin it. All right, let's get ready, man. I appreciate y'all, Sauce Nation. Hey, man, you know I fucks with y'all the long way. And again, we're gonna get up out of here. And again, I appreciate y'all. We got a lot to talk about. We'll be rocking tomorrow, 6 p.m. Make sure you pull up, even if the shit don't show. Hey, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. We're going to slide over there to go check out the premiere. I'll meet y'all there. Look, don't meet me there. Beat me there. The link is at the top of the chat. So you have no excuse. We're going to be in there rocking and watching Spit's new video. So make sure you're there. With that being said, y'all chucking up deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. But most of all, y'all stay saucy, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Sauce Nation, I'm out. Adios. Hit that like button for y'all get up out this bitch. And go slide over this bitch. If I don't see y'all in there, I'm going to take your sauce account away. You feel me?